What happens when you combine a Raspberry Pi, 4G connectivity, and a normal RC car? You get this, a remote controlled rover that works over the internet. Hey everyone, Aladdin here, and I'm happy to share my first ever project, the Robocar V1. RC cars are awesome, and they come in a lot of sizes. But the problem with almost all RC cars is that they're limited in their range. It means they don't get very far, regardless of what technology they use. They all depend on RC radios, which is a lot different from what we see in video games, right? Games like Rocket League or even Call of Duty, RC cars, you have like a camera on the back, and I thought like, hey, how fun would it be to actually make one of these cars, and who knows, maybe make a couple more and go out with friends and make these games come to life. So I got to work, right? I hooked up the Raspberry Pi with some electronics, a buck converter, a DC motor controller, and I was able to create this controller for a standard RC car to be able to move around with it as you please. And here's a finished project, a little bit 3D printing, so obviously a lot of electrical tape. And this is the RC car that just took up the guts and made it into something great. Controlled via TX16S, this little guy can go wherever you want to go. All again because it's based on 4G or Wi-Fi connectivity. It's not really limited by where it can range, but it's limited by how well I can obviously drive this thing. I won't bore you guys too much with the details on how this works, but a really quick overview is that we have the RC car over here, and we have the laptop on the other side where you would sit and control this bad boy. There is no direct connection that's going on. In fact, the only connection is going through the cloud using an ECT service and connecting through ZMQ ports. So the car tells the computer, hey, I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm ready for commands. The computer sends the commands with the control that I have on board to make sure that where we want to go is where we want to go. On the other end is that the RC car actually hosts a camera server via Flask, and I remote into that Flask server on its own to see what's going on and what's in front of me. The Robocar is not a massive success, as you can probably tell. This thing had to be duct taped at the end because the 3D printed part was in the way of the steering module. So it's still a work in progress. And there are mainly three things that I definitely believe that I can improve on in this project. First things first, obviously, is that a Raspberry Pi is not a microcontroller like the Arduino that you have in front of you. And I want to put this microcontroller in instead of the Arduino to control the mechatronic controls and hopefully make that streamlined and strong on its own and have the Raspberry Pi focus completely on just sending over the video footage of the stream instead of doing both tasks simultaneously. The second part is that all this code is written in Python, and Python is not so great when it comes to mechatronic controls, and it's also not so great when it comes to doing repetitive tasks a lot, like pulling commands over and over and over. Something like Rust or C++ is definitely a lot better suited for this type of project. The third thing that I think that can use a lot of improvement is code resiliency, and this encapsulates all parts: the electrical, the physical, and the coding part, mainly because I want this to work always. So whether it's a bad connection, whether I lose internet somehow, I want this code to instantly be able to boot up and get ready for the next command. So this project is a big one. I like it, and it encapsulates off a lot what I can do. And there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot more failures to come up forth, and I'm happy to take them on. Fail quick, fail fast, and fail a lot, and you'll get success much faster. And I would love to take you guys on this journey of increasingly updating this project until it becomes something really cool, something really awesome that you can build at home, and which is multitudes cheaper than what's on the market. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.